On Friday evening, Newsmax aired an interview with Donald Trump where he was speaking with host Rob Finnerty. And during part of that interview, which I'm sure everybody got to see over the weekend, Donald Trump decided to creep us all the hell out by giving Caroline Leavitt the most inappropriate compliment I think a person could receive, because not only was it just grotesque, it was also factually inaccurate, because Donald Trump complimented her lips, and that word should not be plural, as Caroline Leavitt does not, in fact, have a top lip. But in case you haven't already seen it, here is the clip.
Answer this. I didn't realize she'd be in the room, but she's on my list. Caroline Leavitt.
She's become a star. It's that face, it's that brain, it's those lips, the way they move like she's a machine gun. Is she in the room?
She's in the room.
She's a star, and she's great. She's a great person, actually, but she's, I don't think anybody has ever had a better press secretary than Caroline. She's been amazing.
Mr. President,
Oh, that brain, those lips, the way they move. It's friggin' gross. First and foremost, that is not how you compliment another human being. Unless somebody just had their lips done, you typically don't say like, I love those lips, I like the way they move. Right? That's not a public compliment that you would give to another person. And let's not forget the fact that this is coming from a predator, all right? A man who has been known to prey on younger women, and Caroline Leavitt is only 27 years old. I mean, honestly, that seems a little old for Trump, but whatever. That is not a proper compliment, and it's coming from a man that was found to be legally liable for sexual assault in the E. Jean Carroll case. It's a man who has been accused by roughly 4 dozen women of sexual harassment and inappropriate touching. And here he is on national television reminding us all of that Access Hollywood tape, telling us again, I'm a friggin' predator, and nobody on the right seems to care about that. But this also seems to indicate that Donald Trump does have a very strong attraction to Caroline Leavitt. But she is not a victim here. She is not being the recipient of unwanted advances, because I'm about to show you a clip. This is from a little while back, where Caroline Leavitt is kind of showing us with her body language that the feeling is mutual. So this may go beyond just a nice little friendship or relationship between the president and their press secretary. Just take a look at the way Caroline Leavitt is looking at him in this clip, and you will probably come to the same conclusion that I have come to. Here it is.
I don't want to say, I'm a Republican, he's a Democrat or an independent. No, I think Andrew would have a good shot of winning. You got to run a tough campaign. He's running against the communists.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the look of a woman in love. A woman that sees what she wants standing right next to her, and nothing is going to stand in her way in her pursuit of that. I mean, that's inappropriate. That was not just a, yes, I'm looking at you because you're talking. That was a, She looked him up and down and had this grin on her face like, I can't wait to get you out of that baggy suit. Is there something going on between these two? Is there a little intermingling? I mean, honestly, that's what I think. I would not be shocked at all. In fact, I would feel validated if news broke right this second that Trump and Caroline Leavitt came out and said we're having an affair. That's what it looks like to me. The way Trump complimented her, the way she looked at him in that clip that I just showed you, yeah, all these signs kind of point to there might be something going on there. But, we can't prove any of that. I can't make those allegations. I can only tell you what I believe to be happening based on the available evidence. And I think based on the available evidence, Melania may want to spend a little more time in the White House, because it definitely looks like something's going on between Donald Trump and Caroline Leavitt. By now, you know Trump's big, beautiful bill has passed. But almost no one's reporting how ICE will get nearly $40 billion of our tax money each year making it the most heavily funded law enforcement agency in U.S. history. That's more money than most nations spend on their entire military. So much of our media is either missing the worst of this bill or twisting the language so you think it's all in your best interest. But we've seen the ICE raids ramping up. Now Trump's openly threatening to deport U.S. citizens. This should be the biggest story in America, yet it's buried. Making ground news essential right now is what all of this is doing. They're the only tool I've found exposing these blind spots in the media. By gathering the world's news in one place, organizing it by story, then analyzing just how far right and radical each unbiased source actually is, you get way more context than you ever would anywhere else. If we're being honest, we've seen Trump's power grabs throughout history. They said never again, and that means never again everywhere. And right now, it's happening here. So if you want to stay ahead on immigration, the economy, or simply finding the stories missing from your news feeds, Ground News has you covered. Their app and website is a smarter, more reliable way to stay informed at a time when MAGA is banking on us to stay distracted. So I've partnered with them to get you 40% off the same Vantage plan that I have been using. That comes out to $5 a month for unlimited access to everything I've mentioned and so much more. Just go to ground.news/Farron or scan the QR code to subscribe. With at least another 4 years of this, we can't afford to miss these details.